So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Action Comics number 93, published in February 1946 with story by Don Cameron and art by Ira Yarbrough. A big Superman special, Christmas Round the World. This is going to be a two-parter, because it's a long story. Merry Christmas. Just as the Eskimos' fur parka differs from the bright South American mantilla, so languages and customs differ from country to country. But people's hopes and fears and joys are everywhere the same. And with the advent of Christmas, 1945, Superman once again proves that common bonds unite all mankind, as with eager children of many lands to bear witness, he rockets more than 1,000 miles per hour to make Christmas round the world. Refugee children of many lands are being given a Christmas Eve party in Metropolis. Just think, Clark, boys and girls from so many different countries, yet all having a good time together. Christmas makes the whole world kin, Lois. Yet beneath the Yuletide jollity of the youngsters is a tinge of sadness. All think of one thing. Home in China, we used to have fireworks for Christmas. Pablo and a procession. Si, senorita, my ling, home, we South Americans celebrate Christmas with a grand fiesta. Say, you two sound kind of lonesome. I am thinking of the loneliness of my mother in China. Ah, yes, Miss Lane, parents are often lonelier than the children when separated from them at Christmas. John Jornsen, the envoy from Norway. Yes, and a lonely man, Miss Lane. I have not seen my son Eric since the Nazis destroyed the town of Valmar, where he was staying with his aunt. I'm terribly sorry to hear that. If only there was a real Santa Claus to bring his son for him and bring us home tonight. He would need the help of Superman. You know, Clark, that little Chinese girl has a wonderful idea. Wonder what Superman's doing. Probably hunting for a super stocking to hang up. I'll bet he'd do something if I asked him. Huh? Here, I've been maneuvering all day to get you under the mistletoe, and you've been hunting for an excuse to call Superman. In another room, it wouldn't do to admit it to Lois, but I've been looking for a job for Superman too, and I can't think of a better one than this. Moments later, in the headquarters of a high officer of the Army Air Force. Yes, Superman, we have a number of idle transport gliders. We'd be glad to lend you, but you'll need planes to tow them. That's what you think, General. And again, in the office of the official in charge of food and other supplies destined for overseas. We have all kinds of supplies awaiting shipping space. You can help yourself as long as the stuff will go where it's needed. Thanks, and Merry Christmas. Finally, this will certainly be a dramatic gesture of goodwill toward people of other countries. And believe it or not, Colonel, I'll have more fun than anyone. Presently, Superman, speaking of angels, how about a little jaunt around the world before supper, folks? I was just going to broadcast for you, Superman. How did you happen to show up with this idea? Clark Kent got word to me ahead of you. Smart lad, Clark. The Army offered me planes, but I couldn't be slowed down by motors. This beats sleigh and reindeer, doesn't it? So he's pulling all the planes. The sun seems to be rising in the west. That's because time moves westward at 1,000 miles an hour, and we're moving faster. Westward and northward speeds the amazing air fleet, skimming mining camps decked out for the Yuletide. Superman, Merry Christmas from all of us. And lonely cabins in the banks of the frozen Mackenzie. Light and set a spell, Superman. I've shot a bear for Christmas dinner. Sorry, partner, there's a rush job ahead, but we'll be with you in spirit. Meanwhile, following an annual custom, men of the U.S. government reindeer station in Alaska harness the tamest of their antlered charges to distribute Christmas gifts among neighboring Eskimo villages. I still think you'd be smart to wait a couple days. The weather forecast isn't good. Santa Claus doesn't let the weather stop him, so why should we? And miles from any habitation, a blizzard strikes. Joe was right, Ed. This blizzard looks like a rip snorter. We ought to make the first village, if it doesn't get any worse. But wilder grows the icy fury of the storm. We're stuck, George, maybe for good. No shelter, no chance to build a fire. Streaking through the sky, Superman pierces cloud banks below with his X-ray vision. Brr, this may be the shortest route to China, but it can't be the warmest. Hello, looks like some help is needed below. I'm seeing things. I'd swear that was Superman. And a girl hauling a string of gliders. You mean you see it too? Want a lift? Hop on the sledge and take the reindeer with you. It is Superman. Boy, from now on I believe in Santa Claus. And minutes later, beyond the blizzard area, hi, see, is Superman. Why, you're as well known here as in Metropolis. So Eskimo children and children of great nations mingle at an Arctic Christmas party. Miss Lane, this is Chief Kukulak, the chief of the tribe of Eskimos. Quick, how do I say hello in Eskimese? Lady, please, not worry. I say hello in English. Huh? Oh, hello. You and your party must stay for feast, Superman. We'd like to, Chief, but if we did, certain people in Asia and Europe would miss their Christmas altogether. Once more, the globe-girdling voyage is resumed, and within the glider that carries the children. Below is the western part of Russia. My home is nearly 3,000 miles to the east. But we are going south toward China and my village of Kwanglo. I can hardly wait to see it. At Kwanglo, where Japanese... I don't think that's a real place. Where Japanese bombs have spread disaster in the past, mission bells tinkle cheerfully today. Soon the venerable Santa Claus will come to our humble village. An elaborate pageant ushers in the celebration. It is he, but because of the war, he has only a few very simple toys, and there will be no special feast, only a little rice as usual. In one of the houses of the tiny village, I hear the procession. Are you not going to watch it? No, Li Tan. Let those make merry who are not lonely. Suddenly, specks in the sky send a wave of excitement through the town. Aye, planes! It is an air raid. No, the planes are silent and far swifter than bombers. Merry Christmas, everybody. A foreign devil, yet he looks friendly. Look closer, honorable grandfather. It is no foreign devil, but Superman, the mighty hero. And now a touching reunion. Oh, gracious mother, I have come with greetings of the season. My Ling, my daughter, you are welcome. Goodness, how formal. I've been so lonesome, Mama. My little girl, but not too formal, Lois. Food and gifts are unloaded from one of the gliders, and then, thank you, Superman, and thank America, our neighbors across the world. The day is near when all nations will be neighbors. Westward and northward again flies Superman over mountain ranges and frozen steppes across the river Volga and the Don. There is Moscow. My home is very near now. Ach, Boris, mein friend, you are smiling as I shall smile when we reach Holland. On a collective farm, workers gather for the traditional celebration of the Russian Christmas Rождество Christovo. Look, Tasha, Sonia is blushing. She is thinking of our son Boris in America. Ivan, stop teasing the child. It's only that my cheeks are cold. Suddenly, we've brought a young fellow named Boris Votkov, who hopes he isn't intruding. Superman, did you say Boris? My boy, we were worrying because we had no Christmas tree, since they were all destroyed in the war. And now we have the best present of all. No tree, did you say? Excuse me a moment. Far to the north flashes Superman, where primeval forests grow untouched by the wars of men. This one ought to be enough, but we'll need some decorations, so I will continue tomorrow with part 2.